It is the Saturday Morning Update. I'm Rick Fowler, and with the new administration coming in, the new technology, we can see some major opportunities for small business. David Pijor joins us. He is the CEO of FVC Bank. We've spoken in the past. David, it's great to have you back with us.
It's great to be back with you, Rick. Appreciate the opportunity.
Well, I saw an article in Forbes magazine, and it talks about Donald Trump being a different breed. His background as a businessman, one of his goals, boosting economic growth and cutting back on regulations. We look at technology. We as consumers can see changes in banking. You're using your ATM, you're banking online, you don't get into the bank as much anymore. That's what we see on the outside. But what about technology on the inside in the banking industry?
Rick, that's a very good question. We believe at FEC Bank that technology will enable community banks like us to remain not only relevant, but more effective at creating efficiencies internally, creating new pathways, and creating a better customer experience for small business.
That technology is now at the local level, and you're offering it at FEC Bank.
We are indeed. And in fact, the Small Business Administration has indicated, and this is not new, small businesses are the lifeblood of the U.S. economy. They account for 44% of U.S. economic activity. And small businesses create two-thirds of net new jobs. They drive U.S. innovations and competitiveness. So anything that we can do to assist small businesses strengthens our economies.
Well, I know from our past conversations, FVC Bank is local and you specialize in small business. What does the technology mean now in terms of small business and what you can do at FVC?
Well, really good question. We're focused on helping small businesses in our marketplaces because they do strengthen our local economies and the communities we all serve. As a smaller bank, we're nimble. That means we're smaller, but also means we can move more quickly in adopting technologies that are right for our customers. And we're in the forefront of that initiative, using technology to create a better banking experience for our small business customers. In terms of technology, we're excited about a couple of new products that we offer small business. One very unique product is a loan program designed specifically to serve the needs of small businesses. We call it Lightning Lending, and it's an automated loan package. We think small businesses generally have a tough time in working their way through the bureaucratic processes of banks, and Lightning Lending is designed to give automatic and quick approvals for loans between $10,000 and $500,000 in 48 hours, together with funding. So we think it's a tool that will allow us to get capital into the hands of business owners quickly and efficiently, and this allows them to take advantage of opportunities for growth and expansion. Financial investments like this in small business will enable the communities to continue to be positively enhanced and flourish, because investment in our neighborhood businesses empowers people to take prudent risks, which creates safer areas for life, work, and play.
You mentioned a loan as low as $10,000, and that would strike me as maybe sort of an underserved business community. And the ability to get a loan and get it quickly, that can get somebody started. It doesn't take a whole lot to get your business going.
Indeed. We think that small business, in addition to being the lifeblood of the U.S. economy, they're underbanked and underserved. So the Lightning Lending platform, which can enable small business to get loans as small as $10,000 quickly and easily, could be very helpful to businesses that are growing. So we're very pleased with this program, and so far it's gotten really good adoption since we've launched it earlier this year. We've had applications for almost $18 million for Lightning Lending loans, and we think that's just the tip of the iceberg. Lightning Lending, of course, is one example, but there are many others that show how at FEC Bank we're using technology to make things easier for our customers.
For somebody that is a new entrepreneur or maybe has had past experience, wants to start a new business, you look at the banking community. I'm a layman, but I think about the big banks, the national banks, and they're doing car loans, they're doing mortgages, they're doing personal loans, they're doing credit cards. But FVC, you specialize in small business. And how does that help to make a shortcut to getting something done quickly versus a larger national bank that has all these different areas and probably all these different policies and layers and people and time frames?
Very good question. We believe that small businesses are better and more effectively served by any number of community banks in our area than they are by the very large banks. If you're in business that has international scope or global scope, then perhaps you need a trillion-dollar bank. But if you need responsive credit, payment, and deposit services to help grow your business, you're not even a rounding error with one of these banks, but you're a very important component to commercial community bank in your market area. We, like so many of our peers, have the tools to help small business and are much better at serving the needs of these small businesses than the larger competitors. When I practiced law for many years before I became a banker, one of the first questions I engaged in a potential new client was, who is your bank? And if they told me the name of one of the larger companies, I would say, well, unless you have the name of a lender that you could call on a Sunday night when an adverse condition takes place in your business, then you probably don't have the right banking relationship. Small businesses need the right banking relationship. And in this space especially, large is not always better. And we believe very strongly that a bank focused on the needs of small business provides a much better value to the owners of those small business than the big banks.
And you mentioned community bank. And I can imagine, trying to get a loan and you're talking to somebody in Pittsburgh or Dallas or Portland, Oregon, versus talking to somebody that is actually in the Washington, Maryland, Virginia area. I would imagine that's a big difference.
We think that gives us a competitive advantage. Our executives, our directors, our lenders grew up, have lived and worked their entire lives in the markets we serve. We understand the different neighborhoods, the different communities. Because of that, we were prepared and I think make better credit decisions faster and more efficiently. We make these decisions right here at home, and that's where we live.
Well, we may have piqued the interest of some business people in the Washington area. What's the best way to reach out to FVC Bank?
There are a couple of different ways that you can get more information or reach out to the bank. Our telephone number is 703-436-3800. We have a special page on our website that focuses on Lightning Lending. So FVCbank.com, again, FVCbank.com is a good place to start as well.
I like that. 703, and then not a 888 or an 800. I like that.
Yeah, no 800 number.
703-436-3800. David Pijor, he is the CEO of FVC Bank. David, thank you so much for the update.
My pleasure.
That's FVC Bank, V as in Virginia. 726, Saturday Morning Update.
WMAL.